All right, well, every day we're improving the life of a child somewhere in our community. And because of that, I feel a sense of pride to be a member of this organization of dedicated volunteers where we give freely of our time and our resources so that someone else in the community can have a better quality of life. And that's what we do. We are Assistance League Orange. Well, we have a great time together, and it's a great sisterhood. I really did join to get some more friends and to be with my friends and to meet more ladies. And I don't know, there's a camaraderie. They're all wonderful women, and they all really, we come from all various different backgrounds, but we all come together, you know, to help the community and to have a good time together. I don't know, I mean, well, fundraisers, we do, you know, Taste of Orange through our Orange Blossoms Auxiliary. And then our main event, of course, is a thrift shop. Oh my gosh, this is the lifeblood of the organization. We operate the thrift store, you know, 5 days a week. And through the efforts of, you know, receiving donations, and mainly it's our membership that is, you know, donating a lot of the goods that are here. And we're all volunteers, no one's paid. And this is what gives us the money to do our philanthropies for the City of Orange. And then another very large fundraiser we have is Embrace Orange. And that's where we have usually a gala. Sometimes it's a golf, you know, event and tied into a gala dinner. And that's what we do. Oh, Packy!
I became interested in Assistance League because I've always had a passion as a young child to assist others that are in need. And this organization provides that in many, many ways. The most fun I have at Assistance League, I think, is being with the women that also have the passion to give to others. And we share that every time that we do a philanthropic program that goes out to our cities to provide something for someone that can use our assistance. That's why we have such a great name, Assistance League.
I am a newbie. I've been with this group about 3 years since I retired from 41 years of teaching. I've known about Assistance League forever. I've lived in Orange almost all those years. And I've always shopped at the thrift shop. And my last 10 years, I worked at Orangewood, which is one of the philanthropics that Assistance League assists. And so I've always wanted to put my heart where my money where my heart is, and I loved the dental clinic. And when I first saw the clinic, I went, you have to be kidding me. No one told me about that. And when I couldn't find a teaching job, that's what I did for 2 years. I worked as a dental assistant. So that's where I've been doing a lot of my assisting, but I also love this thrift shop, and we have a wonderful crew, and it's so much fun to be here. And the fact that we're giving back to the community is the reason I joined. Actually, I've known many members of Assistance League over the years, but when you're a full-time teacher, you really don't have a lot of time to donate to other kind of passions. And so one of the things that I did was teach at Orangewood for 10 of my 20-some years here in Orange County. And I knew Assistance League was one of the people that have always done a lot of good things for the kids there. So that was one of the things that led me to Assistance League. I had no idea that behind Thrift was a dental clinic, and we have such a need for kids that need the dental work. Having taught for all the many years, and mostly with court school kids, I know how that's one of the things that is never taken care of. And to find a place that actually can help these kids is just amazing. And the dentists do it nonprofit. I mean, they do it pro bono, the 3 dentists that work. And so I just love helping out there. Years ago, when I couldn't find a teaching job, I was a dental assistant for 2 years. And so I'm one of the people that's not afraid to work in the dental clinic. It doesn't scare me.
Well, the reason I wanted to join is because when I was working before for several years, I used to see the direct benefit of the Assistance League. I was principal of a school in the Garden Grove area, and the Assistance League there provided clothing for our students on a regular basis, children who really needed some help. We could also make the dental referrals. So there were so many ways that I saw how the Assistance League was helping communities that now that I have more time, I wanted to be a part of that. There's so many different fun activities that you can get involved in addition to the philanthropy. There's a book club, hand and foot, bridge, movies, get-togethers. There's some girls, quite a few gals get together and go out on field trips to perhaps Santa Anita or fun places like that. So whatever your interest, there's something that, there's a group here that you can join in and pursue that with. Well, all the profits that we make from the thrift shop go right back to the community, 100%. And that goes through our various philanthropies, such as clothing the children at school who really need extra help, helping to fund the dental lab, just so many different things. We also have a group that goes out to Kirkwood, a senior home, and we go out there once a month. We provide parties for them, a lot of merriment, kind of break up their day. So all the money that we earn in the thrift shop goes back into these philanthropies. Everything goes back 100% to the community.
I needed something to do after my children deserted me and went off to have their own lives, which is all wonderful and good. I joined Assistance League because of being involvement. I like keeping busy. They have offered me an opportunity to make many wonderful new friends over the last 20 years. And also, they've allowed me to keep on learning, which I love to learn new things all the time. So they have really expanded my thinking and my physical well-being. The most fun is being involved and working with wonderful ladies and developing all kinds of new friendships. The thrift shop is a wonderful addition to our membership. It's our major fundraiser. It's fun to come here and work and be with the ladies and be with the community.
You know, long ago, my family came to Orange as refugee immigrants, and it was organizations like the Assistance League who helped my family get up on their feet and get started. So when I had the opportunity to become a stay-at-home mom and focus on philanthropy, I knew the Assistance League was the right place to go so I could give back, come full circle. My parents fled the dictator in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the late 70s, and they came to the city of Orange with basically nothing, and the community rallied to make sure that they got off on the right foot. So between organizations like the Assistance League and our church, we were able to start anew. So again, like my grandmother, my adopted grandmother, and her friends were very involved with the society, so I knew it was a right fit. Over the summer when I returned home, I came into the thrift shop and I got these chills, and my mom was like, well, you know, your grandma was a part of this organization. I'm like, is that why it felt like home? And that's when I knew I had to be a part of it. And it reminds me of my grandma, and she passed away when I was in college, but I feel like she's still here with me when I make friends and I do things with her circle of people. I was greatly surprised by the need in Orange, in the city of Orange. I left 13 years ago to go to grad school and have a family, and the dynamics of the community have really changed place, and there's such a hidden need, and I'm pleasantly surprised how this isn't a society of women who just lunch or day drink for the cause. They are really involved and hands-on with getting right to where the need is and providing resources for kids, for seniors, for people who are in need, for people who can't pay their rent. We hit it in all those spots, and that's really important to me. So I think it's surprising how well I fit in, despite being maybe 30 years younger than some of my peers in the league. We're all here for the same mission, and I love it. New friends.
I actually got involved because my daughter wanted to be an assistine. So in 1998, she joined Assistines, and therefore I joined Assistance League. and stayed on after she graduated. I have a second daughter who also was an assisting, and then both went on after college to become an Orange Blossom. And I stayed all these years because I love the organization. I love the friends that I have met. I love working with the kids. I come from a medical background of 30 years working with adults, so this was a nice change for me to be able to come and work with the kids through our Halos, helping a little one succeed, and now I'm working in our dental health center. So I've made the most wonderful friends. Some of my very best friends are in Assistance League of Orange. I've had the opportunity to work on a national level with the National Assistance League. I'm on the committee for educational development, which I have enjoyed over the last couple of years, and am now meeting new friends throughout the country. Our committee is a committee of 15 members of women all over the country, not just here in California. So it's been wonderful to be on that committee as well and meet new friends.
Great, thank you.
Well, I think it's a great outreach for the community. We're in a historic building that's just so beautiful, and we love downtown Orange. I was raised here, grew up in Orange, and I just love to be here. And it gives back to the community very wonderful clothes and good prices, and it's just a great place, fun to be at. The income is very important. It's one of our major fundraising, and we do approximately $150,000 to $160,000 a year. And after we remodeled 4 years ago, we doubled our income because of the beautiful remodel, and everybody loves coming in here, and it's just such a charming place. So it really improved our income by the remodeling. I was raised in Orange, and when I was in high school, and then when I got married, I knew all the women who were members here. They were my friends' mothers, and I just so admired them and always had a goal to be a member of Assistance League of Orange. So when my children were raised and I had the time, that was 30 years ago, and I've been a member for 30 years and enjoyed every moment of it. It's a wonderful organization. When I grew up in Orange, and a lot of my friends' mothers were members of Assistance League. And I always thought I would like to be that someday. And when my children were grown and I had time, I have joined, and it's been 30 years, and I've loved every minute of it. I've been a member for 30 years, and I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Operation School Bell is the national philanthropic and assistance leagues. We dress children in school uniforms. I've dressed over 1,000 children every year, and we give them shirts and pants and sweatshirts and socks and underwear and a voucher for shoes and a backpack filled with school supplies and a brand new book. It is the only philanthropic that almost every assistance league does throughout the United States. We work with low-income families that the families can't afford these uniforms for their children. I have 18 schools that we dress here in the city of Orange. They are uniform schools. I have 4 junior highs and 13 of elementary schools, and these schools are just purely uniform schools here in Orange Unified School District. They can attend the school, but they come to us because the parents are in total need of uniforms. They can't afford brand new uniforms every year, so our purpose is to fulfill that for them.
Okay, I've been involved in the Assistance League for 14 years. I really joined because my daughter wanted to be an assisting, and at one point I was assisting coordinator, but I fell in love with it. The projects we do, the other ladies, they're all warm, loving, giving members. It's a great environment to be in. It was a great environment for my daughters who were assistings. I'll never forget one day Thanksgiving, they went and donated baskets, and my daughter came home. She gave me a hug. She said, "Thanks, Mom, for my bed." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "We delivered things to this home, and 7 people are living there, and they have no beds. And it only has 2 rooms." And so she got it, that she had a bed, and that there are people out there that didn't have a bed. And so it was great that we could help these people, and at the same time educate our young people that it's important to give back. Well, that's a major part of the organization, is the philanthropic. That's the whole reason we were established back in the 40s, was to help the community of Orange. And I like the fact that we're always looking for areas of need. Like, maybe we're doing something that there really isn't a need, or so many other people are doing it. So we're looking for those areas that no one else is helping. We're constantly searching for new ways that we can help the community of Orange. We started 2 new programs. One is Salute to Service, where we honor the young men and women who are graduating from college and are entering the military, whether they're entering as a private, going to boot camp, or whether they're going into one of the academies. So we have a recognition dinner and ceremony here at the chapter. We had military speakers. It was a beautiful, lovely evening, and greatly appreciated, because some of these students said, you know, we've gotten no recognition whatsoever. So that's a great way to tell them, we appreciate you and we honor what you're doing for our country. If you have time that you are willing to use to volunteer, the Assistance League of Orange is a great organization. We probably have something that you're very interested in, something that you may be passionate about, because we have over 14 different philanthropic programs. And if you're into fundraising, we do that a lot too. So we really welcome those ladies. It's a wonderful group of women. We have 1 male member, but we could always take another one. But they're warm, giving, and we have fun. That's the important thing, is we have fun in what we're doing. And we're not all about philanthropic, although that's the bulk of it. But we do get together for book time, for Hand and Foot, which is a card game. There's a bridge game. We try to do monthly socials. So what's going to happen is you're going to make lifelong friends.
I've been working here quite a long time now, so I'm one of the oldies. I've been in Assistance League 26 years now this year. And I still do some of my volunteering, which I love, especially here in this wonderful thrift shop. And I just love it, and I love the people here too. It's not only fun, but it's great friendships that are formed, and the camaraderie that we have between each other, amongst each other. And friendships are formed for life, it would seem. I'd heard about Assistance League, but in those days, 26 years ago, you had to have sponsors, and it was like tight-knit to get in there. You had to know someone. And I came along when I was really nervous, because I thought, I don't know anybody, and I don't really know what they do, but they quickly put me at ease. So many became lifelong friends, and having heard about it, you know, you want to bring everybody in, especially those that might have some special talent. And we seem to be finding them now. We're greater than ever in Assistance League, and we're not just housewives anymore, how it used to be. There are many professional women, well-educated women, very, very, very smart women that I admire very much.
I started because my daughter wanted to be an assisting. So that was in 2005. And I guess I kind of thought that when she was graduated and got her medallion that I would move on. And it turned out that not having two people with responsibilities made it so much easier, and I started really more enjoying myself rather than having to run around, make sure I made all my commitments. Made a lot of friends and relationships, and find it's so wonderful working with so many creative, smart, intelligent women. Sistines is for girls starting even as young as going into 8th grade, and boys now. I think they may be up to about 5 guys in this group, and they've been including guys for about 3 or 4 years. But when my daughter did it, it wasn't like that, and you had to actually belong as a member. That's not true anymore. Now you can join without having a mom or dad joining Assistance League of Orange as well. They do a lot of great projects. They'll work the street fair. They'll work at Orangewood Children's Home, go in and volunteer with the children. They'll go to, they'll work in the thrift shop as well, where I am right now, and help with the thrift shop on Saturdays and sometimes Sundays if we open special. They will do certain charities throughout the year as well, like special projects where they may take on a family and get them gifts at Christmas and quite a few things like that. It's changed a little bit over the years. Right. Assistines today includes both boys and girls, and they start, as they're preteens, even 7th, 8th grade, and they go through their senior year. They have to put, I think it's about 150 hours in during that time, and they will volunteer working the street fair to make money, working at the thrift shop where we are today on Saturdays and sometimes Sundays. They will also work at Orangewood. So they're volunteering back to the community, and Boutique Noel, they help us a lot. So it's a really rewarding program. They also help us with our Embrace Orange that we have in March, where they will volunteer and help assist, because a lot of the members are already going to this event and bidding on items at the silent auction, which is a huge fundraiser for Assistance League of Orange. So they're a really great helping arm. And what I have seen over the years too is that many people who did assistings as they were in high school and young people, they have come back now and they're part of our Orange Blossoms program, which is more like your young adults that have come out of school, working, still into their 30s though, and sometimes having children already, and it's just great, and they have a really strong bond and a great program. We have one of the best Orange Blossom type programs in the country. I think it is rewarding because you are giving back. I think it makes most of the teens that we would have in this group, makes them appreciate what they have. And I think a lot of people really do feel like the more they give, the better they feel about themselves, and they really do help other people. Now, on top of that, colleges do require much volunteering these days for good acceptance on your resume. So that's another reason many people do it. I volunteer at the thrift shop. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love seeing things come in, help price them, get them out. We really help the community with people who come in to buy the things many times. Many students in the area, people who maybe aren't high income as well, come in and buy things. We enjoy it. I even buy things sometimes, like the top I have on right now I bought here, and it was made in China, and it's a beautiful garment.
Well, the public relations chairman and the committee that works with me really tries to promote the organization to the public. So we do newspaper articles, we've done things where we're outside and we're wearing our shirts, or we're setting up displays at community events, or we're going to meetings like the Rotary Club and other events in town, and really trying to get the word out about Assistance League and what we do for the community. Well, a couple of things the community really needs to know about the organization is that we have been around for 75 years, really dedicated to helping meet that unmet need in the community, whatever it is, over time. So it might have been something much different in the past, the war effort, contributing to various medical issues that used to take place. Now we are clothing kids for school. We've been doing that for quite a few years. We are helping kids get dental care that can't afford it or can't find low-cost dental care elsewhere in the community. So we're really helping kids and seniors and trying to always find that unmet need in the community that needs our help. The other thing is that it's just a great place to be, to volunteer, to give your time, your treasure, your time, and make friends and have a great experience, really helping the community and helping yourself. I think that it's always, whenever you volunteer, you have a chance to grow and learn new things, and that's been my experience here. Great friendships. We do things inside the Assistance League and outside the Assistance League with the friends that I've made here, so that's been a wonderful part of it too.